My name is Ernest C. Brown. I'm a licensed professional civil engineer in California and a member of the bar. I'm a partner with Smith, Currie Hancock, which is a law firm that's been in business for 50 years representing companies and individuals on property losses and personal injury. Our firm has done California earthquake-related claims since the 1989 earthquake, and we continue to be deeply involved in both insurance claims and in construction contracts to bring property back to its original condition. Here are a few tips that will help you in your earthquake recovery. First, photograph and videotape all of the damage. Keep all of your receipts. This will be vital to your recovery along the way. Call and email your insurance agent immediately and have the insurance adjuster come out to your property and make sure that you show them around so they can take notes. But remember that in the course of them taking notes, they will be writing down things that are positive and adverse to your claim. So if you say something that's adverse to your claim, you may find that you may not be able to get quite as much money as you hoped. Only hire bonded, licensed, and insured contractors. This is extremely important. You can check the licensed contractor status with cslb.ca.gov. That is the licensed contractors board website that will allow you to check what their license is, what categories that they're licensed under, that they have their current bond and workers' compensation. It's very important because if you hire an unlicensed contractor, not only will you have to report unlicensed work when you sell a property, but you will also have the risk of personal injury or damage claims that they cause during the course of their work that you may be liable for if they're not adequately insured. Next, never give a contractor more than 10% down. That's a common scam, and people after a disaster will say they're going to give you a big discount because they're in the neighborhood and ask for a lot of money down and then disappear. Also sign a CSLB compliant contract which has terms and conditions that are required to be in the contract to protect the consumer. Don't sign a high contingency fee agreement with a public adjuster or a lawyer when you're in the claims process. You can usually get that advice on an hourly basis if you need it. You don't want to give away a big chunk of what you're owed, 30 or 40% of what you're already owed on your insurance policy, when you really may not need that help, and maybe by just calling a lawyer you're much better off getting the advice you need on an hourly basis. If a government agency or their property have helped cause the damage or personal injury, you must file a government claim generally within 6 months of the time of the event, or your claim is going to be waived. If you have an older structure, there's statutes of limitation or repose. Generally those are for 4 years after the substantial completion of the structure if it's an obvious defect, and 10 years if it's latent. But there are exceptions to that which will help you, particularly in personal injury and death claims. Don't sign a waiver of claims without the assistance of a lawyer. And remember that although coverage may be denied by your insurance carrier due to a lack of earthquake coverage, that doesn't mean you won't have recourse against either other parts of your insurance policy or third parties who may be responsible for your losses. However, to be successful, generally you'll need a good lawyer. Our firm has handled claims, again, rising out of California earthquakes since 1989. We have professional engineering expertise on site, and we have the ability to help you. If you have any further questions, call us at 800-832-6946 here in San Francisco. That's 800-TEAM-WIN. Or go to our website, smithcurrie.com, or for an informational website which will teach you a great deal about construction contracting and property losses generally, you can go to constructionlawyers.com. Again, this is Ernest C. Brown. I appreciate your attention.